Hello and welcome to this episode of Ask the Guitar Coach. Here is our question for today. What kind of fretboard do you prefer? Ebony, rosewood, maple, or carbon fiber? Oh, that's a really good question. There is not a specific kind of fretboard that I really do not like. All of them have their good stuff and the advantages, and on the right guitar it can sound great and can feel really good. Like for example, I have a couple of guitars with maple, like a Fender Stratocaster and a VGA. They sound really good and they feel very good with the maple. And there are other guitars that have rosewood or that have ebony, and they sound and feel very good. So whatever I'm gonna say is gonna be just my opinion. Please do not take it like as some kind of gospel, because this is a purely personal subject matter. It's just what you prefer, okay? So let's get started. This is my Steinberger Sictor. I've been playing this guitar for 15 years, and this has a very nice carbon fiber neck. I really like both the sound and the feel of the carbon fiber neck. I feel it has a very unique, clear sound that you can mold to your specifications. But what I'm trying to say by that is that when you have a maple neck, it has a certain sound. When you have an ebony neck, it has another specific sound. And definitely when you have a rosewood neck, it has its own sound. But this one, it has just about all the sounds together. This does not make it better, it just makes it a specific thing that I prefer. Maybe I was influenced by a lot of my instructors like TJ Helmerich and Brett Garcett that were playing with this specific kind of guitars. Both of them used Steinbergers, and I really enjoyed the sound they were making. So they were producing. So I ended up playing one of those as one of my main guitars. Even though I'm not always recording with this guitar or with guitars that have graphite necks, graphite and carbon fiber, I always end up using it for the majority of my coaching sessions. Now, in the rest of my guitars, I have seen that I really like playing with a rosewood neck. I see that when I play with a rosewood neck, I play differently. There's no way to explain that, it's just that my choices, my actual musical choices are different. So if I play over the same backing track using my Steinberger with a graphite carbon fiber neck, or if I play over the same guitar over the same backing track using my Ioannis guitar, the end result is going to be very different musically. So what's the takeaway from this? Well, depending on the sound I want and the musical quality I want, I will choose the guitar to play with. And that leaves ebony for the end. Now, I really like ebony. I really like the sound. I really like the feel of the wood. It seems to be a very dense wood, so it feels good under my fingers when I'm playing. However, I haven't had too much luck in finding really good guitars with ebony fingerboards. I found a couple of them, but not something consistently. So, with the exception of a couple of ESPs that I'm using with ebony fingerboards, and I use ebony much more for recording because it seems to be having a very clean sounding recording sound than for playing. So for example, if I'm gonna go record rhythm guitar for my next CD, I will most likely pick up my ESP Eclipse, which has an ebony neck, and take it with me to the studio. So there you have it. No real one winner. All four kinds of fingerboards are good in my eyes and in my ears for different things, and I use all four of them. So if you would ask me, what would I play live with, I would probably say Rosewood or carbon fiber. But for recording, I always tend to use ebony guitars. And then, if I'm playing blues or if I'm playing some funk stuff, I will use maple guitars. So I hope this was helpful and gave you like more of an insight on what I'm using when I'm playing and recording. And I will see you on the next episode of Ask the Guitar Coach. Until then, keep those questions coming and have fun shredding.